everyone. My name is Ruth, and I am here today. We're going to talk about farms. I work for the Butler County Farm Bureau, and I live on a farm. On our farm, we have sheep, and we raise corn and soybeans and hay. But this farm that we're going to talk about is in this book, and I'm going to read the book to you. It's Spend a Day on the Farm. Spend a day on the farm. Hello, my name is Molly, and this is my little brother. This is Molly, little brother, Sam. We live with our family on Swallowdale farm. Let's go around the farm together, and we can show you what goes on. We have lots of animals for you to see. The ducks, the chickens, sheep, cows, horses, and many others as well. Our farm dog Flash might come along. He knows a lot about the farm, but he's a little bit shy. First, we'll take you to see the chickens. They live in the orchard near our farmhouse, where they have lots of space to run around free. When Sam and I feed grain to the chickens, the whole flock comes running. They peck at the corn and use their strong claws to scratch the ground, looking for more food. All of our chickens have had their wings clipped to stop them from flying away. And here are Sam. They're feeding the chickens, and a group of chickens is called a flock. A male chicken, I bet you guys know what a male chicken is called. It's called a rooster. The female chicken that lays the eggs is called a hen, and a baby chicken is called what? A chick, isn't it? This is the hen house. Every morning as the sun rises, our noisy rooster wakes up the whole farm with his crowing. He's easy to spot because he's the largest bird in the flock. Remember, a group of chickens is called a flock. Can you see his bright red comb right there? And his long curly tail feathers? Today Sam's helping me put clean straw bedding in the hen house. We do this about once a week. During the day, the hens take turns laying the eggs in the hen house in a cozy nesting box. My job is to collect the eggs each morning. I lift the lid of the nesting box as quietly as I can. Then I carefully hunt for the eggs hidden in the straw. If we peek inside, we can see a hen sitting on her eggs. It will stay there until its chickens hatch. Did you know that a hen lays one egg every day? So that means if you have 20 chickens, you would have 20 eggs to collect each day. Now the duck pond. Let's go down to the pond where the ducks spend their time swimming and diving. They dip their bills in the water looking for tasty weeds, snails, and insects to eat. This cute little duckling I'm holding is just 3 days old. There it is. Its yellow feathers feel soft and fluffy. One day soon, it will follow its mother down to the pond for its first swim. And here's the mother. She's got white feathers, doesn't she? So as they grow up, they get white feathers, don't they? Now, come and look inside the shed where the spring lambs are born. It's warm and dry and cozy. A mother sheep usually gives birth to twins, but sometimes triplets. Twins would be 2, triplets would be 3, wouldn't it? At first, the lambs drink their mother's milk, which is full of vitamins that they need to grow strong. Later, they will also feed on hay and grass. Our flock of sheep is very noisy. Each tiny lamb learns to listen for its mother's call and bleats back. A group of sheep is called a flock, just like the chickens were a flock. A male sheep is called a ram. A female sheep is called a ewe, And I bet you know what the baby sheep is called. It's a lamb. Let's visit the sheep out in the field. Here the flock can graze on fresh, green grass. Our spring lambs are really playful as they run, they skip, and they jump around. It's fun to race them around the field. The sheep grow a thick woolly coat and that woolly coat is called a fleece. This keeps them warm when the weather turns cold. At the beginning of summer, when the weather is sunny and dry, it's haymaking time. Flash and I go up to the field and watch the tractor mow the grass. Once the grass has dried out, it is called hay, and it is tied in bales and left in the fields ready to pick up. Sam and I love playing on the hay bales and watching Flash jump around on them. Sometimes at the end of the day, we sit on the tractor and pretend to drive. So here are the big round hay bales in the field. Sometimes you see those. Grass is turned into hay and fed to sheep and cattle in the wintertime when there isn't any grass in the fields. Our small herd of cows lives in the meadow not far from the farmyard. In the summer they spend all day in the field just grazing. That means eating grass, doesn't it? In the winter, when the weather is cold, they are brought inside to the cowshed. Cows need good grass to make lots of rich milk to feed their calves. Did you know that the fresh milk we drink comes from cows? On dairy farms, the cows are milked by machine twice a day, and the milk is taken to a dairy where it is put into cartons or turned into butter, cream, yogurt, cheese, and yummy ice cream. Now they're going to go see the goats. We keep Gertie, our big nanny goat, and her kids indoors during the bad weather. Sam and I love playing in the straw with the little kids. Goats are great climbers, and they are always trying to escape from their pen. We had to build a really strong fence to keep them in. Gertie is milked by hand twice a day, and we collect her creamy milk and use it to make cheese. Follow me up to the woods to see where the pigs live. They love snoozing and spending most of the day lying around in the shade of the trees. The rest of the time, they wander around the woods, digging their snouts in the ground, looking for grubs and worms and roots and plants to eat. Look at our pig scratching its itchy back on the fence. Look inside the arks where the pig shelters from the sun and keep warm in the cold. This is where our huge sow lives with her litter of 10 hungry piglets. So a baby pig is called a piglet. The piglets still suckle milk from their mother, but they enjoy rooting in the soil too. These tiny piglets is the runt of the litter, so she has the baby, doesn't it? This means that it is the smallest piglet if it's the runt. It is my job to make sure it gets enough food. So a group of pigs is called a herd. A male pig is called a boar. The female pig is called a sow. And I bet you know what the little baby pig is called. I said it already, a piglet. Now I love visiting the horses in the paddock. They graze on sweet meadow grass. Sometimes I feed them their favorite treat, carrots and apples. This is my very own pony named Chestnut. I'm still learning how to ride her. It feels very high up when I'm sitting in the saddle, but I'm not scared because Chestnut knows to stop walking when I pull on the reins. I also wear a riding hat to protect my head in case of a fall. And there's your riding hat. After I have been for a ride, I take Chestnut back to the stables. Here, there's lots of work for me to do. First, I take off her saddle and then her bridle. Chestnut nibbles away on the hay while I groom her body and tail thoroughly with a special brush called a body brush. Afterwards, her coat looks all clean and shiny. So a male horse is called a stallion. A female horse is called a mare. A baby horse is called a foal. And a small horse is called a pony. Well, now it's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed your trip around Swallowdale Farm. Don't forget to see that we saw all these animals in action. Please come back and visit us again too. Sam, Flash, and I will be waiting for you. And that was all the animals on Swallowdale Farm. Now you may have been talking about animals in your classroom, and I'm going to send all of these with the book or with the video so that you can each have a picture and a necklace to put around your neck. One picture will be, this is a chick, which is the baby, and the other matching one is the chicken, which this is the hen. So one child will get the chick, one child will get the chicken. There are more in here. There's a goat, and the baby goat is called a kid. So everyone in your class is going to get a necklace with a picture of either the baby or the adult animal. And when everybody receives one of these and you put it on, I want you to go around in your classroom and I want the baby to find the adult animal. And then you can stand together and then go through all the different words that correspond to these animals. Well, I hope you've had a good time today when we visited the farm, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.